Hello, hello, hello. Eric's here. He's been transported. I poached as many people as I could. Hello. Oh, there's... Yes, the Twitch emotes are back. Twitch is working. Although, got some bad news about Twitch. I don't know whether to start with the bad news. I'm going to check the microphone. Can you hear me alright? I'm going to check the microphone, and the only way I know how, like watching myself. I'm going to check the microphone. Can you hear me alright? I'm going to check the microphone. Oh, it actually isn't doubling. I fixed it. I'm going to check the microphone. Can you hear me alright? I'm going to... So weird. Listening to something you said like a few seconds ago. Whoa, Kenneth. Hello. Brisbane, Australia. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be, Eric. I'm not sure what your accent is. I'm not sure what you did with the language over there, but... Twitch is... Oh, no, that's Twitch Stream Elements. Hello, hello. Oi, oi. Yes, we're all good. The chat's working. This is strange, isn't it? Everything's working straight away. That's not right, isn't it? That can't be right. What happens if I click that button? Oh, that's interesting. There you go. 7 on Facebook. Hello, Facebookers. Is that... Oh, there we go. So Kenneth was on Facebook. I can see now. How are you doing, Kenneth? So we've got Keith, Kenneth. I'm trying to think. There's no one else beginning with it. K. We've got Keith, Kenneth, and... No, there isn't. Eric. It ruined the K's really, but there you go. Good turns. The Karate Kids, there you go. Karate. Karate just sounds wrong. That's what we say round our joint. Yeah, 50 today. Happy birthday, Kenneth. I feel like I need to do something. Are you part of the fan club? Because you should be, because you'd get a special birthday. Sure, I'll do something I don't normally do. That'll be terrible quality. I'm going to play a special happy birthday for you. Let's find it. This is for fan club members only. But for you, Kenneth, I'm going to do it for you today. Because I can do what I want. Here we go. There's the volume. Can you hear that? Dear Kenneth. There you go, Kenneth. That was just for you, because I felt like doing it. And if you want that every birthday, if you want that on your birthday, every birthday, then you can join the Witch Hazel fan club. Keith will tell you it's good. Well, you've just heard it, so it is good, isn't it? There you go. Fan club members only, that one. Exclusive, just heard it. So, there you go. I enjoyed that, funny. I'll enjoy listening to that back quality wise, yeah, how it translates through a microphone. I have a phone. Who knows, eh? Right. Oh, from Malta. Hello, Leo. From Malta. I've just... Oh, lots of Facebookers. As if that's what I can call you. Oh, let's have a look. All sorts going on. Here we go. Yeah, I'm just checking through the chat. Greetings from Malta. Kenneth here, Eric. Retro Shred, how are you doing? Right. Well, it's Q&A tonight. And, oh, shall I share? So, yeah, I've realised that what I'm doing currently is breaking Twitch rules. I don't think that's why it wasn't working. I just disconnected and reconnected Twitch. But yeah, basically Twitch have an exclusivity rule where once you're an affiliate, which I am, you're not allowed to stream on Twitch and other places. The problem is like not everyone's on Twitch. It's really difficult to get everyone across, and Twitch is kind of it's had a bad week, and it's been on the down, and YouTube's been on the up. There's these trajectories. So I think this might end up, unfortunately, being my last Twitch, which is quite sad because I started on Twitch, and I like to play by the rules. Montreal. Oh, have I missed some chat? I need to get used to this, don't I? Just got your second album, totally hooked, awesome band. Thank you very much, Leo. Yeah, man, I could do that. I do like Twitch a lot. I mean, like, even just the emotes and like, it is great, but yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what the consequence is going to be with for breaking the rules. It is working today. It's been really annoying. I know, Keith. Even just for that reason, I don't like YouTube. Need to just do all that stuff. They're getting more people on YouTube anyway, and then like Facebook, it's kind of like if I just did Twitch, then I couldn't do Facebook and I couldn't do YouTube. Whereas if YouTube was the main place, I could do Facebook and something else. I'm doing two Facebooks at the same time. I think, am I? Yeah, apparently so. I got one on my personal. Hello. On my personal. 4 on the Witch Hazel page. So, excuse me. Look at that, all those emotes. I thought they called. Originally we called them emojis. Oh. Dense Mineral Prophet. Great name. How are you doing? I'm good. I'm pretty good. It's quite warm, although it's cooled down a little bit now because it's well, 8 o'clock, isn't it? So yeah. What's that? I think I'm just gonna. I've got 2 different places I'm reading the same chat, and I might just read off the screen. I think it's gonna be easier, to be honest. Anyway, I've got a grand total of three questions for the Q&A. So we'll have a quick one tonight, shall we? Did someone actually ask a question at the beginning that I've missed? Apologies for that. I knocked the video capture card and it does it all. It's really annoying. As soon as I knock that capture card, it's like, it just stops. It is very warm in the UK at the moment. I spent most of the day in the car, which is a bit rubbish. Oh no, I don't know. Teaching in a high school. Well, still indoors all day, what it felt like anyway. So, yeah. Got good air. I've got a nice car, so I've got good aircon. Because it was quite warm at one point in the afternoon. But yeah, I'm all, well, I don't know what I was going to say. I've lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I don't know whether there was any questions that I've missed. I'm just going to double check. Don't like to miss anyone out, you see. I'm all about inclusivity. Oh yeah, there we go. Leo's gonna laugh. I'm guessing, are you from Malta? So you're laughing at us in the UK. We think it's warm. That is funny, like when you go to Spain and you're there in like like shorts and a tank top. Well, when I was younger. But you know, you're there in like or just your shorts by the pool and you're like dripping with sweat, and then some like Spanish guy in jeans and like a jumper is like looking at you like stupid. Dear me. I love that to list, Eric. It is funny, like what we think's warm, just not acclimatised. Iron Maiden album. Oh dear. Let's talk about that now, won't we? Right. Shall I get... Oh, the pub is getting some good gigs on. Choir Boys and the guy from Thin Lizzy. I didn't even know about this. The guy from Thin Lizzy. Can't be Brian Downey. Surely. I'll be there. I'm going to Google it now, Keith. Facebook.com. It's a place where everything's happening, really, isn't it? I don't know why it's my go-to place. The pub. Lancaster. I'm going to check now. I'm just going to forget I'm on a live stream. Oh. Eric Bell. Well, there you go. Fantastic. I'm well, there you go. Facebook community, there you go. There's a few things that's been delivered to the various platforms. Fan club and stuff, and tip, whatever. Merch. And yeah, Facebook community is fun. Keith will tell you. Well, you'll all tell me if you're already there. What were we saying? Iron Maiden. Keith's not happy with the price of Iron Maiden. I mean, just... There you go, innit? It's just... Keith said, am I going? I didn't know it was on. So, yeah, I probably will go to. If it's Thin Lizzy. 1 second. Hiya. Alright. They're fine. Alright. Do you want them? I'll just leave it. It's all plugged in. I'll let you know. Cool. I was going to say there might be a child crying, but they seem to be pretty settled. What did I say? I didn't. Short-term memory loss. What? Eric Bell. Yeah, I was gonna. Who wouldn't have thought it'd be Brian Downey or Brian. Who's the other guy? Brian Downey and Brian Robertson. So she's gone now. She can't give you away. The requests. Right. Anyway, I should probably crack on with the Q&A, shouldn't I? Because it's been like 15 minutes of me just rabbiting on. I don't even know what I've talked about. Right. So Scott Bennett. I think he was on YouTube. Hi Scott, how you doing? Scott's question, what's the meaning of walking the Barrow? That was one question, and the second one is, are you touring the USA? What's the meaning of walking the Barrow? There's a place called Barrow, and it's about me walking on the Barrow. There we go, that's the question answered. Oh no, I knocked the capture card. Oh, I've got away with it. No, Barrow Hill is a place where I proposed to Faye, and it's place. It's just a special place. I used to go walking there all the time. Grandad's ashes are scattered up there. It's just a really one of the places, like, you know, like I quite like being outdoors, and it's just a really nice place up on a hill. Feels like the air's clearer, feels like you're a bit closer to nature. It's just a great release, and that song's kind of all about the place and it being special and nature, and that's kind of really what it's about. So yeah, walking the Barrow, walking through the Barrow. Faye's here, talking about Barrow Hill. Are you touring the USA? Not currently. Would love to do it though. Yeah, I mean, I think if we've got to be realistic, it's probably less likely than anywhere else, just because it costs so much money to tour the USA. It is wholesome, isn't it? I love Barrow Hill. So yeah, Scott Bennett, I hope that answers your questions. Feel free to ask any follow-up questions. Caleb J. Mullins, no relative of Caleb Youngway J. Malmsteen. Who are some of your favourite bands that inspire your sound? I think this might have been on Facebook. Hi Caleb, if you're here, or if you're watching again. Caleb J. Malmsteen says, who are some of your favourite bands that inspire your sound? I suppose, like, inspire your sound. I think it's changed, to be honest. Early on, I felt like Pagan Altar was quite a big influence in terms of like I want to capture some of those guitar elements. I want to capture some of that mixture of hard rock and folkiness, particularly on albums like Mythical and Magical, which is kind of less of the doom stuff. Not that I would shy away from that at all. These days, what I want to inspire my sound is more of a mixture of stuff. Like, I think Black Sabbath, I'm quite interested in capturing some of the music production. So Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath has got some great sort of sounds. I really like the drum sound on Mob Rules. So I'm kind of like, oh, what would I like the production to sound like, or this, you know, like the. Oh, I quite like the. I'm quite into drum sounds at the moment. What's that album by Led Zeppelin? Not Destiny. What's it even called? I can't remember what it's called. It's gone right on my head. Anyway, I like the drum sound. It's one of the slightly later Zeppelin albums. Why can't I remember the name of that album? I actually haven't got it on vinyl. But that's really going to annoy me, so I'm going to look straight away. I'm not having that. What is it called? It's not Destiny. I feel like it should be called Destiny and it's not called Destiny. Led Zeppelin. Popular releases. What is the album called? Presence. It's not Destiny. Presence is the album I'm talking about. I really like the drum sound. So there's things like that, with just music production, anything Martin Birch has touched, you know, like. So I'm kind of not just interested in the music. I mean, there's just obvious. Leo's just, I think I've seen just mentioned some of the things, you know, like Thin Lizzy in terms of the guitar, twin leads. Jethro Tull is just a constant source of inspiration, and just the richness of the music, and from a songwriting perspective is just really interesting. There's lots of stuff I don't understand which I quite like. I'm like, what even is that? And I really like it. Because some stuff, and it's great, some stuff is great, but it's simple, and you're like, oh yeah, there's a few chords, and you play along and you can pick it up quickly. I like the fact that some Jethro Tull stuff, and I'm like, I don't understand how to play this. I quite like there's like a mystery there. It's great. But yeah. What did I even talk about? Yeah, what are the bands that inspire your sound? It used to be more Pagan Altar, and probably things like UFO earlier on, and like Dark Star and Virtue and all those kind of slightly lesser known new wave of British heavy metal bands, and Saxon, and obviously Iron Maiden. You know, it's that sort of thing. Yeah, who are some of your bands that inspire your sound? Now the next question seems to be about Iron Maiden, although I'll see what you were chatting about while I was talking. I tried to deliberately look away because I know when I, you know me by now, I'm answering a question and I'm like, ooh, what's that? And I just like jumped the gun. I like, forgot what I was talking about and I'm on to the next question. Just like terrible, what's it called? Concentration. So Leo wanted to point out how much I enjoy listening to Witch Hazel, especially when I'm back from a day's work. The music sort of has a relaxing effect on me. I've heard that before, some people say that. It's the same effect when I listen to classic Thin Lizzy, Blue Oyster Cult and Ashbury, great band. Heartfelt compliments, all I need is Prelude to complete my Witch Hazel discog, and obviously I hope there's more in the pipeline. That there is. Metal on guys, metal on Leo. Great stuff, thanks very much. Very kind of you to say. You're missing out on Prelude. Music and merch is up. Just pointing to it now. There you go. If you fancy getting yourself a repress of Prelude or picture disc, they don't sound bad. Some picture discs, from my experience, sound a bit weird. The Prelude one sounds good. It's a good press. I think Bad Omen have found a good pressing plant. Good masters, good pressing. From my experience. What album? Oh, we talked about. Shall I get? Faye says, "What album do you wish you'd written and why?" I'll start with my wife. I will talk about Iron Maiden because there's probably a lot to talk about. What album do I wish I'd written? Oh, probably this one. Partially because if I'd have written it, it'd have been like, look what I wrote. But also, I would really enjoy recording an album like this. I think the creativity and just the creativity involved, and the, you know, which one looks more like me? What do you think? I don't think any of them do actually, really. But yeah, I think I just really enjoy like the layered guitar part. You know what I'm like. I mean, this is the main source of inspiration from the layered guitar sound. You know, talk about double tracking and quad tracking. Brian May is just the absolute hero of that. Just like layer and layer and layer, and just that's the rich guitar sound. It has to be done right, you know. You have to kind of record it well. But yeah, Night at the Opera, probably, off the top of my head. Right, should we talk about Iron Maiden? I thought this might be coming. What was the question? What do I think of the new Iron Maiden? Do you want me to be brutally honest? Because I've seen I've been quite fascinated by listening to everyone else's opinion. I'm just like, I suppose, just quite. I don't think I understand I don't understand what people are talking about when they're saying. I've heard a range of things, and I heard that a lot of people saying, I think it's great. What did Kyle even say anything about it? Yeah, I don't know. Didn't he just say people get feelings of power by bitching about the new Maiden record? So I don't want to be guilty of that. but I'm gonna bitch about the new Maiden record because it's like I'll have a bit of context here. I feel like I need to have context before I answer this question. Oi oi, Twitch Hazel not on Twitch. Hello. Hi Charlene's people joining. Hi Luke. Hi Charlene, how are you doing? Right, I'm getting distracted. We're talking about Iron Maiden. Did he trash it a few times and had his fans? Right, so I haven't seen what he said. I'm interested now. I will answer the question. We're just going to talk about Iron Maiden for the rest of the stream. You do know that now. Right, I just want to know what Kyle said, to be honest. Right, where is he? Let's find him. Facebook. No, it's not. Is he deleted stuff? I want to know. Oh, it's because I'm on my Witch Hazel rather than personal profile. I just want to know. I am on Twitch. Yeah, that's what I was a bit confused about, Luke. Although the bad news I shared before is it's going to be the last day on Twitch. Sorry. Right. I'm going to do what I want, which is stalk Kyle on Facebook. This is what streams are all about. Yeah, what gives people feelings of power? I don't know whether I can broadcast this. I'm just going to do it anyway. Bitching about the new Maiden record. That's what I saw. Yeah, Iron Maiden don't need any more money. Yeah, I haven't seen anything else he said about it. Anyway, there you go. Right, let's turn all this stuff off and get my questions lined up. I haven't got any more. It didn't pop up. Yeah, sorry, I'm not. Right, I feel I've dropped a bombshell on Luke because he's one of the original Twitch people, and I've carried on talking about Iron Maiden. Yeah, so I'm breaking the rules currently by streaming on Twitch because they've got exclusivity for what they're called, affiliates like myself. So I'm not meant to be on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch at the same time. Also, it's Twitch has not had a great week, has it? It's been heading in a direction. They've got no long form and short form content, no discoverability, and I've got more people on Facebook and YouTube. So does it not? I don't know who Samus is. I don't know whether I could just carry on, but really, the trajectory of YouTube Live and Twitch Live is like, it's the direction is just, I'm feeling like, I don't know, I don't even know what I haven't looked into it. I don't know what the consequence of breaking the rules is. You know, like, so anyway. Right, so anyway, let's talk about Iron Maiden. We looked at Kyle's page and then I talked to Luke and I answered the question. Lots of people are saying they think it's a fantastic album, think it's the best thing since Dance of Death. I heard that. They think it's the best album since Dance of Death. I'm like, okay, right. Because I remember Dance of Death coming out. That's kind of, you know, I have listened to the album, by the way, because I want to, you know, be up to date with all the studio albums by Iron Maiden, which I have listened to. And I think that, oh, is he? Right, there you go. Well, Samus is breaking the rules, so someone needs to report him to Twitch. It's not going to be me. So maybe there is no consequences. It's an exclusivity clause. Anyway, back to Iron Maiden. Yeah, I don't think it's one of their albums that's a grower. I think it's just there's these moments when I'm listening to it and I'm just a bit like confused at what they're doing. Is it an 80-minute album? It's a shower, not a grower. There you go. It's not a very good shower. It's 80 minutes. Is it across four? Is it three 12 inches? That's why it's so expensive, one of the reasons. When it could have been mixed on 2, but they wanted the flow to be. And it's like they've presented it as there's some sort of prog masterpiece that's very specific. But there's just so much. It's not like, oh, there's fillers, which the whole thing feels like filler. But there's within the song, like, I was speaking to our manager today, and he was like, do you think Martin Birch would have allowed this crap? You know, like, there's no editing going on. And I find it shocking that someone who can... Steve Harris wrote Rime of the Ancient Mariner, who can write long, good songs, and then he's coming out with stuff like this. And everyone's like, at this point, everyone's like, why... Well, Iron Maiden are not going to be that 80s band you're expecting. Everyone wants them to be this band. I'm like, yeah, but A Dance of Death was good. It's alright, wasn't it? I just, it's hard. And I also have this, I feel reticent to share my opinion on music sometimes when it's negative. Because I feel like I'm a person who creates music. So I feel a bit like, oh, when I say something isn't good, the inference is that I'm saying that my music's better. And I don't want to be in that situation. I don't like confrontation. So my opinion isn't a positive one. But if I'm going to be completely honest, which I am with you guys, it's folks is the more inclusive phrase, isn't it? It's I just don't think it's very good. The writing on the wall showed a bit of promise, because it was like, oh, Iron Maiden are doing something that isn't very Iron Maiden-y. There's something it's a bit slower. There was quite a nice riff. People were saying Southern rock. I thought it was just a good riff. It was interesting. And then there was these sections in this new album. I can't name a song because I don't think I can put myself through listening to it again. That's how low my opinion is of this album. I've seen my viewers are going down now. Now I'm talking about this Iron Maiden. I was on 20 viewers and it's gone to 16. No, we're not having this. We're talking down about the new Maiden record. But there was bits in the songs, like, where there was this riff and it was just like single note riffs, like dee 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 dim or something like that. And then it was you know, like, it's nice sometimes in the studio to put a few parts together, and then, you know, if you have a riff, you might have something underneath it, and there was just like a drum beat. It's like doom doom da 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 doom doom da, and it's like doom doom down doom diddle. I was thinking, okay, right, but then it was like 16 bars of music, and I'm like, why is this riff still playing? It's like I don't feel like that's, and the excuse is, oh, they're taking you on a journey, it's a vibe, and I'm like, I don't see it, to be honest. And the thing is, all my opinion, it's just my opinion. Like, I'm sure some people think it's great, but like they can write songs. So some of the stuff, and the thing is, the way Bruce has spoken about it, like he loves being in the studio creating stuff, and I'm just scratching my head thinking like this band has written some great, just great songs. Why is it? It's I don't. It sounds a bit lazy, some of it, and I'm like, I don't get the impression that that's what they've done. So somehow they've lost something, or they've lost Martin Birch, perhaps. I don't know. It's like 80 minutes because you're going on with these boring riffs. It's just, but that's, you know, I'm sure your views may vary, but it's just, yeah, I thought Writing on the Wall was the best of a bad bunch, and when it came out, I was like a bit excited, to be honest. So I'm disappointed by the rest. I actually didn't think the second single, I gave the second single a listen. I actually, when I listened to the album, I skipped the ones that I'd already listened to. I listened to Writing on the Wall a few times, probably 3 times now. But yeah, I was just sort of like, oh. But yeah, there you go. That's my opinion on the new Iron Maiden. I'm sure I don't want to. Yeah, send your money to Lycanthropy. If you haven't listened to that band, they're great. Keith hadn't heard of them. I don't know where I posted it. I think it was a Christian metal page. I mean, I'm not going to talk my opinion of the Christian metal page. I'm not going to go there. But I stay interacted. Yeah, I know. Look, I would agree. It's just a bit, nah. No, but this is the thing, Faye. Right? This is what I'm even more disappointed by. They've not been able to tour, so they've had even more time. Like, the band has endless resources. They can go in any studio they want, and they've had all that time. The bands will buy whatever they release, but they're like proper hard grafters, Iron Maiden. The guy literally drives the aeroplane. Bruce like flies them to the gigs, and they're getting on, but they still do full world tours. They do like heavy going tours. They put their hard work in, and they seem to love it. So it doesn't make sense that the music hasn't been like, I don't know, why isn't the money, why isn't the hard work, that conscientiousness gone into the songs when it seems to go into everything else, and they put everything into the tours? Because they don't need to tour. I don't think they don't need the money. They're all millionaires. So, oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, if Rob Halford is 5 to 6 million, yeah, they're all complete millionaires. 30 million net worth for Rob Halford. Yeah, they're all like multi-millionaires. Like, they don't need to. They just don't. But so, and I really get the impression that they are genuine and they want to do it. This is why it's more surprising. I'm just sort of like, I just don't think the music's is that the new albums are just really to a very high standard. But that's just my opinion. I'm sure there's lots of people I've seen. It's and people are defensive of the band. I get it. Like, you know, hardcore fans. You know, it's Bruce alone is worth 130 million. There you go. So, there you go. Complacency. Yeah, perhaps they think, let's just go in the studio, bung a few things together, and they've had a good time. Maybe it's that. But I'm sure there'll be people. This is the thing, whenever you share an opinion about that, there's a defensiveness. And the thing is, it's hard because I'm trying to be honest. And I'm sure Iron Maiden are big enough to take criticism. But like, in some ways, like, it's difficult because I want to be honest. At the same time, I won't want someone to be like, well, no, do you know what? I believe in freedom of speech. There's nothing like, you know, people should be allowed to share a negative opinion about something, and that goes for everything. You know, people should just be allowed to share it. You know, it's nothing's beyond criticism. You know, everything. So yeah, I suppose people should be allowed to be critical of witches. Of course, it should. It probably hurt my feelings though. So it's it's that line, isn't it? I'm trying to be honest and trying to not be too scathing about it. But there you go. Living on 45 years, hard to keep innovating with everything moves so fast. I don't know. I mean, I just feel like if I had more time, I'd just put even more into the music and. Oh, I don't know. Like there's just so much to explore, and there's just so much you can do with music. Like this is the thing. There's just so much you can do with music, and if you have endless resources, I'm gonna bring in an example. So if you think about Disney as like an organisation, they're an organisation of completely endless resources, and you can tell that when it comes to the music in Disney films, it's brought together, and sometimes are really good, really high quality, really creative. Like look, world music influences depending on the film, and the music's a really high standard. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but they've got endless resources and there's a very high standard. And I think bands like Iron Maiden, who are the top of their game, they're like the greatest heavy metal band of all time. They're bringing out this stuff that is not, when they've got endless resources and endless time because of lockdown, why have they brought this out? That's what I feel disappointed in, I think. And they have the songwriting ability. You can't lose it. How do you lose your songwriting ability? Anyway, I'm just going to stop ranting. I'm turning into a rant because I'm slightly annoyed about this. I was hoping after writing on the wall it was going to be good. Where were we up to? Hard to keep a millionaire. I'll be critical of Witch Hazel as you don't nail the high note in. If I don't nail the high note, I'm sure I'll be able to nail the high note and Dry Bones. There's a few of them, so if I don't get one chorus, I'll get the other one. Colin. Greetings from Spain. Hello, drummer QD. How are you doing? That Spain's hot. Probably hotter than the UK, and you're probably in jeans. Can I say, I really wanted to like the new album, but it was too overproduced and not really heavy. I just think it's just a bit sort of. What do you make of the seemingly countless? There we go. There's a question from Holly Parrot of Doom. What do you make of the seemingly countless metal bands that employ satanic imagery as the window dressing for what they do? I feel it's silly and overdone to death. I would agree to an extent, but it's just, it goes hand in hand with that rebelliousness, and I think it's just sort of, I suppose some of because it's overdone, maybe it's not shock rock anymore. At the same time, I kind of see it as a creative way, because if you want to do something interesting in heavy metal, you can, like Ghosts have epitomised that, the most recent example. They've done something quite creative, actually, I think. And the guy is really smart, and he's done something quite creative. Whilst it's not something I would do, obviously, it's quite a creative thing. They're quite unique, and I really think they will be iconic looking back. So it's overdone, but apparently not when it comes to Ghost. So that's my opinion on that. Drummer QD, greetings from Spain. Nice job, Pentecost. Thank you very much. Worked hard on that album. I'm quite happy with it. But I'm going to keep ploughing forwards, striving for my endless perfection, and unachievable. However, I'm old, been into metal since a kid in the 70s, so I know most of the bands are now more satanic than Vincent Price was in The Real Villain, because he played those roles. Yeah, I do. The vast majority of these bands, just like overwhelming majority, are just not Satanists, are they? It's just like let's annoy Christians, number one, or Catholics and Christians, and or conservative people, because we know like creatives are far more likely to be liberal. Like that's just your personality dictates how you vote most of the time. That's the data anyway. So if you're a creative person and a musician, you're more likely to be politically on the left. So they're just kind of like, how can we upset Christians and conservatives? It's quite an obvious sort of thing, really. So it's quite funny, really. Right, what's my opinion on heavy metal in the UK now? Well, there were Seven Sisters knocking around, but quite feeling positive about it, and Parish, and we've still got some guys have been doing it for a while. In terms of newer bands, we've still got Dark Forest releasing albums. We've still got Eliminator releasing albums. What's this? Where am I? I'm just not even keeping track of the chat. I agree with the old Vitus Warning song, Prayer for the Masses. I'm not sure I've heard that song. Maybe those bands' influences are the 80s and 90s Satanic bands and it's all homage. Yeah, quite possibly. Although I consider myself a Gnostic, so quite unorthodox Christian. Oh, Gnostic. Is that to do with the Gnostic Gospels? I don't think I know about that, to be honest. V Solitude. It's to get attention, people fall for it every time. It's a great marketing model. Yeah, Kiss, to an extent, Great marketing. 100 messages today. Fantastic. You keep giving the attention you don't want them to have, and therefore they get bigger. And that's the thing. When someone does something shocking, in the news, the people who are offended by it, or the religious people, get their forum to be annoyed about it, and the people who are doing something offensive get their spotlight for doing something offensive. So everyone's happy, really, aren't they? A total self-own of epic proportions. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I don't judge, but as one who runs a metal channel, I get tired of encountering band after band using every T in a band name, inverted crucifix. Really has nothing to do with Satan worship, and it's kind of synonymous with heavy metal, isn't it? I just kind of become quite used to it. Like what else? I'm going to be playing with these bands. They're going to be on the posters. You do just kind of come to accept, yep, that's kind of what people are doing. Stylistically, that's what we're operating with. I've not changed my beliefs to any extent. So it's just, that's how it is. I don't think I can change anything by doing anything differently. You just have to think, right, yep, these bands are going to be what we're playing with. And actually it is quite helpful to think, do you know what, I'm not like on a bill with like 10 Satanist bands. I'm on a bill with 10 bands who've used the upside down cross because they want to upset some conservative people. That's essentially what they're trying to do. Let's move this a bit. Yes, anyway, have I missed any questions? Oh, that was answering that question about satanic imagery in heavy metal. It's it's come up before that question. I haven't missed anyone else's questions. I don't want to leave anyone out. You know what I'm like. I don't want anyone to feel like they've not got a voice. I think we're all good. Let's see if I've answered my questions. I don't think there was very much. I just copied and pasted them. Oh yeah, DM us. That was one comment. I don't think that was a question. Keith's question is, if you had a cat, would you let it stay out at night? I don't know, is that bad? Are you meant to do that? I don't know anything about animals. What are you trying to say? Would I have a house cat or would I let it free? I wouldn't have a companion animal. I'm not like a full-on PETA supporter, but I don't think I would have. Apart from the most important reason why I wouldn't have a companion animal is I feel like for me I don't have the time and the money. If I did, then I'd probably have a dog I'm a bit more of a dog person, but I do like cats. The only problem is I'm allergic to cats, so that's an issue. So I like them. They're nice and soft and cute, but viewers are going down. Oh, dogs, or cats. I like cats and dogs, but because I'm allergic to just cats and not dogs, that would be what I'd have, and I'd have a basset hound if I could choose a dog, because I like basset hounds the best. That's my number one dog. My number two dog is pugs, although I feel a bit like that breed's, they're not very healthy, are they? So I feel a bit awkward about that breed, so maybe I wouldn't have that. But I quite like sausage dogs, dachshunds. Yeah, why buy cat food when you buy pedal? The last pedal I bought was a big reverb pedal for my. You call it in I am this not a forum, it's a forum, but Facebook groups I always think of as forums, like mini forums. There's a Facebook group called Pedal Boards of Doom, and it's not doom metal, it's just what it's called. But these guys, they're just sort of like, I've got an addiction and stuff. I quite like part of the group, but they call the people that play boards in church. If you don't know this style of music, it's a bit like, like U2, The Edge, sort of electric guitar-y sounds, or Coldplay, electric contemporary, lots of reverb, lots of delay, like dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, that sort of thing. And it's really common in church music or modern church music. Anyway, they call them worship boards. I've got a worship board. All the bits I don't use in witch hazel stuff, I put all together. And yeah, I know. I've got this what I call a worship. I'm saying the people on the pedal boards group call it a worship board. I think it's quite funny. And I bought this. I had all these vouchers from the music shop for my birthday, and I bought this quite nice. Well, I say it's a really really nice Fender reverb pedal. I think I'm going to do a stream with like ambient stuff, because I actually really like that style of music. I listen to like modern contemporary Christian stuff. I say I really like it. When it's good, I like it. Some of it's a bit naff, but we're not going to go on another rant about things I don't like. I want to keep things positive. Anyway. How is it? Oh, I've missed a question. Charlene's on that part, but why is she not on this bit? Let's have a look. Why is it missing things out? Oh, there we go. Which shampoo? Oh, no, I missed shampoo question. Dane Bow, what shampoo brand do you use? Faye, what shampoo brand do we use? Is it Head and Shoulders? I use the one that says Head and Shoulders specifically designed for women. That's the one I use. I'm pretty sure that's what I use. Anyway, Head and Shoulders designed for women is the one that I use on my hair, because it's really good. Yeah, Head and Shoulders. Head and Shoulders for women is the one I use. I'm new to metal music, only for 6 months now, and I'm over 65 years old. I love it. Fantastic to hear that, Charlie. Great stuff. You're only young though, aren't you? I think you hold the flag of good old British metal. There are not many interesting bands coming from the UK. There is a handful. I think we are like, we need a few more, don't we? Parish are promising, though. I'm trying to think, was any other up and coming bands, like lesser known bands. I know there was like what's that French band? Dernier Rampant or something was the album. What are they called? Anyone know that French band that are really good? They're new. Production's a bit DIY, but anyway. Serpent Venom, doom metal from the UK. I don't think I do know Serpent Venom. I've got really itchy nose for some reason. It's really annoying me, actually. For volume or hydration, that's the particular type of Head and Shoulders there. Why is my nose so itchy all of a sudden? Oh, that's so annoying. Ah, really tickly. Anyway, Killer Band, we'll have to check them. What are they called? Serpent Venom. Oh, Serpent Venom. Sounds cool. We play Doom. I can imagine it now. Yeah, we do need a few more bands, don't we, from the UK? Was there any... Was there a question? Oh, I answered the shampoo question. Tick. Head and Shoulders. Oh, I feel like I'm missing questions. Do you think it will be possible to see a band playing in Spain in the near future? I think it will be possible, actually. We had maybe 2 questions about Spanish festivals for this summer, which obviously haven't happened, and our booking agent was dealing with them, but obviously it hasn't all played out. So out of those 2 gigs, if the negotiation goes well, we possibly be playing those in the summer. A really common time to book festivals is November, so most likely we're going to be confirming gigs in November and maybe announcing them in December. And I suppose, but yeah, we're available for bookings. You can contact our booking agent if you want to get in touch. Have I missed any? I just don't know why this chat's so weird and I'm missing things. I don't like that. Yeah, I missed that question about Spain. Oh, there we go. I missed, what's this? Oh, prepare for your views to go down. What's that? Indoor cats have doubled the lifespan of outdoor kitties. My family are big into cats. There you go. That's the question answered about indoor and outdoor cats. I didn't know that. You learned something. So yeah, there was 2 Spain gig offers. And our booking agent had already previously dealt with those 2 festival organisers or gig organisers. Dream Troll, I keep hearing this band, and I listened to them the other day and I thought they were good. I can't remember what it was like. I thought they were more, because they said something about math rock at one point, and I thought I didn't even know what that was, and I listened to some math rock and thought, I don't think this is for me. And then I listened to Dream Troll and thought, this is not math rock, this is better than that. So yeah, it's a band that pops up every now and then. They follow Witch Hazel, so that's how I know about them. Toledo Steel as well, yeah. Dream Troll, yeah, Dream Troll. I'm sure they describe themselves as math rock, so I don't know, something just got lost in translation. I don't really understand what happened. But there you go. There you go. By the way, if I haven't mentioned before, there's a Witch Hazel fan club. Did you know there's a Witch Hazel fan club? Who knew? Does everyone know about the Witch Hazel fan club? Because there is one. The link's just up in the chat. You should be able to see it, hopefully. Phantasm. Phantasm. I feel like I've heard of this. Is that a band? Because I feel like I've heard of them. Phantasm. Phantasm. How do you say that? What was I going to say? I was talking about the fan club. So, yeah, there's a fan club, by the way. And by the way, also, if you're interested in making a funny sound, this little thing at the bottom, if you tip something live, it goes up with a magical sound. Some of you might have seen it before. And he goes, wee wee. So I've got it on. I'll turn it up a bit if you want. I'm not begging for tips. I'm just saying it's there if you want to. It's like those. I always think of it as one of those. You put the coin in and you get something entertaining about it. Do I drink beer? Yes, I do, and mead now because I have a mead goblet. So I do drink beer. I like real ale. Quite like wheat beer. Quite like trying random beers like blueberry bitter and random stuff like that. I'll give it a go. Oh, this is the thing that I'm missing. I don't understand why I'm missing. Oh, here we go. I'm looking at this now. Itchy nose, head and shoulders, or nose and shoulders. Do I drink beer? What? There we go. So yeah, Dream Tron Toledo Seal, 2 great UK. Alright, so I heard that. Well, where's the question about the Seven Sisters tour? It's really annoying me, this, to be honest. Where was that question, Keith? Oh, here we go. It was underneath the 4-volume or hydration. How good is the Seven Sisters Eliminator in Toledo store gonna be? You go into any shows? I saw that. And I don't actually know where they're playing. Are they playing in Lancaster? Because they'll absolutely be there. Yeah, we can't actually book any shows unless it's with our booking agent. But we already had the Forlorn Hope gig booked before we had the booking agent signing. But I feel like festival organisers, because that's kind of our bag really. We like playing festivals and they work out quite well, and we get a little bit of money from them. You know, we don't lose money from them. We get a little bit for playing, which, you know, you should playing the gig, shouldn't you? Don't do it for free. So like, we play festivals and stuff, and I feel they're still a little bit. Should we book shows? Should we not book shows? Also, you know, like I said, November's a time, because we're in this period where it's like, I've only got one gig booked and I'm seeing this band do this, and it's annoying for us as well. It's quite frustrating, but I think we'll get there. There's been a few things that, you know, there was going to be something October, I can't say what it is, but there was going to be something in October, now it looks like it's not going to happen, which is frustrating. That was an international show, and it was going to be a good thing. So, yeah, there's a few. How have I missed these questions? What have I missed now? What was your question? This is really annoying. I don't understand what I'm missing. Oh. How is that? That's like popping into the chat backwards. It's annoying me a little bit, this. We'll look in settings. There's nothing I can do, is there? Oh dear. Right. Your question was something like, oh, Leeds and Manchester are the closest, right? Manchester's only an hour away, isn't it? I've lost your question now. Kane are another great UK band. I've not heard of Kane. I can't find your question. What's your favourite film soundtrack ever? Favourite film soundtrack? I don't think I know. I mean, obvious one is the film called Heavy Metal, which is like a cartoon animated thing. That's just got loads of great tracks, but that's just like a playlist, isn't it? Great. It's got Blue Oyster Cult and Judas Priest, I think, in it. Favourite film soundtrack? I don't know, you stumped me there. Favourite film soundtrack? I really like... I suppose they are films, aren't they? Well, they're more series. And I mean, I like Stranger Things. I like the music in that, but I feel like it's quite cinematic, that stuff, but they are episodic. So, it's not really a film. I really do like that soundtrack. Always look on the bright side of life. Yeah, are we talking about Monty Python now? Life of Brian. That's what I meant. There you go, Faye's answered the question for me. This is why you're so hooked on Witch Hazel. There you go. That's the reason. Said it for me. I don't actually know, really, what my favourite film soundtrack. I'll have to go away and think about it, Faye, and then let you know. Have I missed anyone else's questions? Because the chat is being weird and I'm a bit annoyed about it. I don't know why stuff is popping backwards. I wonder whether I can keep this chat on here for longer. Let's see what it says if I go to settings again. I feel like I can make the chat stay on the screen for longer, because it's quite long, that, isn't it? Like, that's long. If I can get them to not go away as much. Let's have a look. Filtering appearance. I can't say that. Oh, Discord. I wonder if I can connect Discord somehow. We have a private chat room on the Witch Hazel fan club. That's on Discord. I can't turn this off now. Oh, there we go. Yeah, have I missed anyone else's questions? Oh, you bought a t-shirt. Oh, thanks for buying a t-shirt. I missed that part of your question. Or what you wanted to say. Drummer QD. So 2 months ago, and it was randomly on Spotify. That's pretty... See, this is Spotify's a funny one, isn't it? Because I discover things on Spotify sometimes, and I think if you weren't on there, particularly if you're a smaller band, I think, well, actually, yeah, there's that time. You know, like the thing is, I've been blown away by. If I look at Bandcamp, people buy our album on Bandcamp, and I can see something like we made 30 quid in 2 weeks of people buying the album. I don't even know, it was like 1 week, 1 or 2 weeks, 30 quid. And that's like just, you know, there's no overheads there apart from the Bandcamp share, which was waived on the Friday when it was bought about 6 times. And I think, well, that's loads more money than we'll get on Spotify, despite the fact we get quite a few streams these days. And it's going up, I'll tell you now. We've got this cool thing, Spotify for Artists, little app. And so 4 people are listening right now, which I find, it blows me away, this actually, I'll be honest. 4 people are listening right now. And so we've had like, oh, it's losing the focus. 8.7 thousand streams in the last 7 days. I think that sounds about right. And I look at all time, because this keeps going up. Iron Redeem's a track, right? Keeps just going up and up. All time. It's 121,000. But anyway, I just think, yeah, and that doesn't translate to very much money. So Bandcamp just is the total saviour of that side of things. But, you know, there'll be people that discover us on Spotify and then go to witchhazel.com, which is our Bandcamp. And it's like, what? We sell physical and we sell, you know, merch, and I think it's just one side of things. I'm quite positive about the Spotify, but people need to stop selling their music as like the only way they're going to make money. Because less people buy physical. And especially if I feel for like modern bands where they don't really sell very much physical at all. But there you go. Someone asked earlier Someone asked you earlier if there is anything you won't listen to. So something I can't say. It's just that sentence. Why am I not getting these messages? I'm gonna look on the app instead. Restream. I'm gonna do it online. No, I've spelled restream wrong. That's the other Restream, which is a Reaper thing. I've got any more questions while I'm here? Commented on a question about an hour ago. No, that's fine. Let's have a look. Let's go on the app. See if I can get the chat app open in browser. See if I can get it working better here. Yeah, I've already done this. 18 people. Hello. If there is anything I won't listen to, I think within every genre, there's stuff that I don't like and the stuff that I do like. I think there's even old school heavy metal that I find boring. So I think with every genre, there's stuff that I consider a higher quality and I want to listen to. I mean, like there's types of hip hop and they've recorded real lo-fi drums. And there's something interesting about it, and there's something creative in it, and there's something interesting for me to listen out for. So I'll listen to high quality hip hop. I quite like a combination. A really good example of that, which I really enjoy, is what I haven't listened to for a good few months now. What's his name? Oh, why can't I remember him? I need to remember him because I want to listen to his music again. What's his face Junior from USA, black guy, plays blues guitar and fuses it with hip hop sometimes. What's his name? Oh, something Junior. Why can't I remember his name? Someone help me out here. What he did the Beatles cover. Just seen face. Right, so come together. Gary Clark Jr. Yes, Gary Clark Jr. There you go, Kieran. just love him. He's just so. I love the guy. He's a great singer, fantastic guitar player. Love, because I really like blues guitar, and blues rock, and I love the fuzz and everything he does. It's just, he just puts so much of himself into it. I'm really inspired by him actually, and but then he fuses hip hop, and I heard it on the last album, This Land, I think it's called. I was like, oh, this is great. It's like, and it's that lo-fi, real drums hip hop stuff. So yeah, like within every genre, there'll be bits I consider boring or not very inspired or just not very creative sounding for the genre, for the potential of that genre. I don't really enjoy a lot of ska music. I don't really connect with it. It's a bit, I don't know, it's just not my thing. I quite like country. A lot of people are like, oh, I like everything but country. I like country. I even like the cheesy American country. But I prefer prefer like Rhinestone Cowboy. The modern American stuff gets a bit tiring sometimes, but I like those vocal harmonies, and I like the kind of the slide guitar and that. You know, I haven't heard of Black Pumas, no. Yeah, I think Eminem's very talented. Quite enjoy, because I think he brings something creative to a lot of his music. So yeah, I wouldn't say no to rap. I wouldn't say no to hip hop. I wouldn't say no to country. I enjoy gospel, particularly when there's an interesting drumming involved. Yeah, I'm trying to think of something I don't really like. What genres do I not like? Don't know. It's more to do with what I consider the quality rather than the genre. I'm not really put off by a genre. I'm trying to think. So I'm not a massive fan of opera. I don't really get it. It's not that bad though. I think I don't understand the language they're singing in. Anyway. Glenn Campbell. Love Glenn Campbell. Anyway, I've just, I feel like I've missed a million questions. Let's look in the app. I opened it for this reason. Right, so maybe do the next album in Spanish, may sell more records on the entire continent. I don't know if Colin should do that. He would murder your beautiful language. Thanks, Faye. Black Pumas. Oh yeah, remember when Daniel used to light up. You managed to make even worse music than metal. You made it like pop and country, and you're just boasting. I don't want to swear on live stream, although I would naturally in the conversation a lot of the time, because I think it's harmless. But just in case there's little ears or any replays. I live in the American West. You probably love country because you don't have to soak it in like I do and get tired of it. Yeah, they can have too much of a good thing, you know. You don't want like too much rich food. You start feeling sick. We know about that, don't we, Faye? Well, Faye does more than me. What else? Have I missed any more questions? I feel like I have. So, I feel like I need a moderator to tell me. So anyway, moderators, Keith and Faye, there you go, I've nominated you. What have I missed? Because you're obviously seeing questions that I'm not seeing. Sorry Luke, you can be a moderator as well. I feel like that wow is a, why not me? You'd probably be a better moderator. Why am I falling over? What's going on with these cushions? I need to get like a streaming chair. Oh dear me. I know you are, so am I. Most of the time I'm messing. Have I missed any questions, any ideas? If I have, sorry, and I'll answer them. That's what it's all about. If not, I'll just talk about Maiden again. So, last time I moderated a large stream, I was about 16. and I said something I shouldn't have and got taken off me. Oh dear, hilarious. Get onto the gaming chair bandwagon. No, I wouldn't have one of those. Yeah, I'm saying that, like, they look a bit lame actually, you know, like, yeah, they were the faux leather and it's like red and black. I'd get like a throne or something, you know, like a king's throne to stream from, like, if I was going to have one. If you and Faye are heading out for a meal, what's your favourite type of eatery? Italian, Indian, Chinese, steak, tapas? Yeah, all of they has answered that question. We've got a really great Indian. No, we haven't. That's not what I meant. Close. Italian. We've got a really great Italian restaurant called Mia Italia. It's absolutely fabulous. Best pizza I've ever had in my life. We have got some quite nice Chinese. Got Trunks is good, isn't it? And then we've got a absolutely fabulous French restaurant in Lancaster. But we just like food, you know. Like, I love an Indian. Some nice ones in Lancaster actually. Quite like Bombay Balti. Personally. Morecambe Tandoori's alright though. Doesn't every English household have a throne already? Oh dear. Should do. Should be mandatory. But yeah. If you want to donate towards... I should make that a goal on coffee. Colin wants to buy a gold-plated throne. No, a solid gold throne. Here's how you can tip towards that goal. This is my next purchase. A solid gold throne with a mead cup holder. And I'll stream from the gold throne. And then I'll have made it. That's the definition of making it, by the way. Where did the picture on the cover of Sojourn come from? Was it done just to get the album, or was it found in an image? It was already a photograph of a knight on a horse, and it was actually black and white. It was a black and white photograph. I think it was a Spanish castle, Branca Studio, Spanish artist. And it was a black and white photograph, and he recoloured it with all the fabulous colours, and just, I really like that artwork actually. Similar coloration to the Pentecost in some ways, similar style. But yeah, I love Sojourn. I don't know whether I have it knocking around. I have it in a box over there. You all know, you've all seen the artwork from Sojourn, haven't you? Over here, I'm guessing. Just for the album. No, yeah, it was, yeah, so it wasn't done just for the album. But, yeah. Did I say we have a fan club? I've mentioned that, haven't I? If we don't know already, we have a Witch Hazel fan club. Links are in the chat, probably. There's a gaming toilet throne. I'm going to look at that link right now. Oh, dear me. Why won't it let me look at it? Oh dear me. That's, I mean, I'm saying it's funny, but I'm also a little bit concerned at the same time. Like, what that link is. So people are wanting to game for such an extended period of time that they don't want to have to go to the toilet. Oh, I'm not sure. That's a bit depressing, isn't it? Like, how much do you have to be into gaming to be getting a gaming toilet? Oh, that's like addiction levels though, isn't it? It's too far, isn't it? It doesn't surprise me. That just doesn't surprise me. There you go. Yeah, I didn't know until a while afterwards that it was recoloured. It was a black and white photograph. Yeah, it just, you can't tell, like, it's been done so well, you would have thought it was a colour photograph with filters. A toilet drum stool for Jack. I don't know whether that's... Do you know the situation, Keith? Because I don't know whether that's too close. Too close to the bone. Do you know Jack's situation, Keith? Right then, I'll tell him about that. Oh dear. Paint the bog gold. I'll tell you in a private message, Keith. And Jack will probably find it quite funny as well. Paint the bog gold. I think I'm 2 minutes behind with the internet cutting out. Oh, right. Oh, my internet's fine. We're on the same internet phase, so. Oh dear me. Yeah, I've always drum throne is like, because that's what a drum stool. The proper name for a drum stool is a drum throne, but yeah, I've actually seen that before. I'm sure I've seen that, like a toilet as a drum throne. But yeah, dear me. Right then. Any more questions? If not, you're all going to go join the fan club, eh? About Jack though, does he part own the coffee shop opposite the pub, or have I just imagined the link? What's the coffee shop opposite the pub? Coffee shop. Is it the what's it called? Atkinson's Coffee? Or is it the? It's not the schoolroom or something like the hall. Is it called the hall? There's a coffee shop, which is the type of coffee that's brewed in a few different ones. See that? I'm looking on the screens. JD something has said something, and then it's not appearing in the chat. Why is it doing this? This is really annoying. Why is it all out of order? I'm a bit annoyed about this, if I'm honest. Yeah, this is the way. I did this last time. I'm gonna stop looking at the chat inside OBS. The little tabs are just not working. It's really annoying, and it's completely out of sync on the screen. There you go. Order, as Mr. Becko would say. There you go. I don't think he owns the coffee shop. He hasn't told me, although he posts a lot on Facebook. I don't always follow everything. I quite enjoyed his status the other day though. He posts out of context quotes from the day that he's quite enjoyed, and he remembers all of them to the letter. Complete opposite to me. I don't remember anything. There you go, there's the links. Fan club, by the way, I mentioned that about 5 times. I'm going to stop mentioning it now. Facebook community, you don't have to pay for that. Come join that. And yeah, if you want to complete your Witch Hazel collection, there it is. Support the project, it's all there. Anyway, so yeah, I don't think he owns the coffee shop. No, I don't think so, Keith. I will ask him. There you go. I think I'm going to use this chat and hope that I don't miss anything. You got the wrong Jack. The wrong Jack. What Jack were you thinking of? Jack Spencer, yeah? Witch Hazel drummer. What Jack are you thinking of? It's like this 6-second delay. It's like I'm waiting for the response. It's funny, isn't it? Throwing is slang. Yeah, throwing is slang for toilet. That's the thing. But yeah, drum throw. Why is this? I just feel like this chat is. I can't keep track of this. Paint the bog gold. You're 2 minutes behind. Throwing is slang for toilet. Coming through at 18 minutes past 9. Keith's got the wrong Jack at 17 minutes past 9. But I feel like. And then, like, talking about the Hall, Atkinson's is coming through. Kenneth's asking now at 51 seconds. Alright, I understand. How is COVID treating you up there? I've stopped watching the news, Kenneth. So, I've no idea. My impression is, which is right or wrong, is that the vaccine rollout has gone fairly well. Quite well. There's a decent fairly decent proportion of the UK vaccinated, which is a positive sign. So when people are, there's still a chance you can get COVID, but when they are hospitalised, it's statistically not likely to be as serious. And particularly talking about the Delta variant. There's been a bit of a spike, 50% in cases, but 50% on not many cases. This is Cumbria I'm talking about, that's the only data I get from the council. 50% rise in cases, but on 50% in 1,000 cases, it's not a big increase. So it's the numbers are a lot better, but they're all cases. I don't think there's particularly many deaths. Yeah, they're quite low. So it's kind of looking relatively optimistic, but I don't know. I just don't know. No one really knows it. I don't think does anyone really know at this point? There's just lots of kind of information. I just don't really, I've stopped watching the news. I don't really. This is the thing with the news, it's not the best place to find about this stuff, is it, anymore? So they're all fighting. This is the thing, news outlets are fighting for everyone's attention, so they're not looking to inform people. We already know this though, don't we? Anyway. Used to work with a Jack Atkinson, and it must have been had this dream where your Jack owned a coffee shop. When I visited Lancaster, I saw that coffee shop and my mind has failed. Forgot Jack's surname was Spencer. Oh, there you go. Right, that sounds like something I would do, Keith, to be honest. Alice Cooper sang a song about Elvis and the lyrics went, he died on the throne. There you go. What song's that? Song about Elvis. I'm saying that, I'm not really up on Alice Cooper's full back catalogue. It's because you've hit 40. I've got that to look forward to, Keith. Oh no. I'm bad now. I'm going to be even worse when I'm 40. Disgraceland from Dragontown. Oh, there you go. I don't think I know that song. Cool. I feel like I want to listen to Alice Cooper this week, actually. You're sat here waiting for something to download. Thank God for first world internet. There you go. Well, it's coming up to 20 past 9. It's a school night. The thing is, 100 gigabytes of what, Luke? What you downloaded 100 gigabytes of? Speaking of Throne, do you listen to King Diamond? I don't really listen to King Diamond very much. Not really. I don't make it a habit of it. I have kind of like mixed, like just purely musically speaking. Purely musically speaking, in terms of King Diamond, I like some of it, and I don't think I can listen to very much of it musically because his voice is just so unique. It's a little bit like it's like that, isn't it? That's literally how it sounds, by the way. If you haven't heard King Diamond, this is how his voice sounds. Just you do that with your voice. That's King Diamond. That's my best impression. So it's just very squeaky, but I kind of like, he does it in a way that you get used to for a bit and then you get a bit tired of it. That's my feelings. Great progressive, like heavy metal stuff going on, speed metal things going on there, quite nice in terms of 80s stuff. But then the other side of it is it's just all like very much just very satanic, so I don't make a habit of kind of listening to it very much. It sings from the nose. It's actually an absence of singing from the nose is what makes you sing like that. So when people say they sing nasally, it's actually that they're not singing from the nose. If you think about it, this sounds nasal because I'm not using my nose. Resonance is in the mask, we call it, when we're learning singing. But there you go. Tourniquet and the Threshing Floor, there you go. So yeah, he sings without the nose, which sounds nasal. An oxymoron really, isn't it? Is that an oxymoron? I'm just going to say it's an oxymoron. Yeah, Any more questions? About 5 minutes before I'm going to clock off. This week I won't just... last week I don't know what I did. I just like turned it off. I didn't do I got my last special little page. But yeah, so this is going to be the last... I say this. I haven't really thought this through as usual. I may continue with Twitch. It may be the last week. I don't know really, because it's not like it's very, you know, it's not like it's making any money on Twitch. Not that this is primarily about making money, to be honest. I just like chatting, connecting with the fan base. But you know, it's nice to have it's nice to have a revenue stream. You'll have to up your offer, Luke, to be honest. And it's not for sale either. What was I saying? Yeah, it's nice to have a revenue stream actually, because like to make money in music, you do have to be like, right, well, I'm gonna have to get some sort of like bill paying income. You have to like think, right, well, I need a bit of money from merch, I need a bit of money from this, and maybe some sort of social media live streaming income is part of that. You know, if you've got 5 revenue streams, then maybe it gets towards, you know, small revenue streams, maybe works its way towards an income. And that's the fan club as well, all that stuff. So yeah, maybe in the future live streaming and YouTube views turns into some sort of income. You know, it's not something I think you need to apologise for, but I'm British, so that's kind of it's what we do. Anyway, what were we saying about this? But yeah, I don't know what the future of Twitch Hazel, and I'm sad because the name Twitch Hazel I'm really happy with. It's my favourite thing, but it's not something that's really working out. I don't like the idea of breaking the rules. I should probably look into what are the consequences. I don't know, get a slap on the wrist from Twitch, or they'll just get shut down, and then in which case it's like, what's the point? I might as well build YouTube. Do you know what I mean? Like if you think of it in that way. Anyway, good thing you bullied me into buying a back patch on Instagram. I didn't bully you into buying a back patch. People, I don't think I come across hard sell. I know you're joking. Maybe I do come across hard sell. Apologise for that. I'm just trying to build an income. Support the project. Join the fan club. Buy a back patch. There you go. I'm not bullying you. I'm just making strong suggestions. Oh, Sound, do you have a back patch? I don't remember sending you one. I must have done, obviously. You've got one. There is, Keith. Watch this space, Keith. Some very exciting progress on new merchandise. In the form of new t-shirt design, which it hasn't been done yet, but it's exciting because we found a new supplier and a new deal. I've been chatting to the label about it the past couple of weeks. That's how long apparently it takes to talk about t-shirts. And then something very special, but I don't want to say it because then it won't be special. I want to make... So yeah, there's going to be 2 new bits of merch. One isn't really merch, or is it? So I'll leave you hanging on that one. More Dragon Slaughter. Oh, for merchant. I was thinking, what are you on about? Of course, yes. So yeah, a new t-shirt. I've got a snare drum for sale, Keith. I was just thinking I need to photograph stuff. It was played on Pentecost. Can he interest you? Can he interest anyone in a Ludwig Superphonic snare drum? LM400, 1979. I can sign it. Or not, if you want to play it. Give you a tenner for it. No, it's worth a lot more. It's a 1979 Ludwig Superphonic. I now have the bigger brother of the snare drum, the 402. But yeah, I'm selling the Superphonic. Market value is a bit unsure because the finish is peeling off quite badly. But obviously it sounds exactly the same as any Superphonic. My impression is it's roughly £250. The vintage snare drum. So yeah, that's the snare drum. Played on Pentecost. That's why I'm saying to Keith, in case he's interested for memorabilia. But yeah, I haven't even photographed it. Oh no, I did photograph it. I just. So yeah, that's going to be for sale. I just need to photograph the other bits. I've got like a list of about 5 things. Oh, Tama bell brass snare, very loud. Yeah, loud as anything, that, isn't it? It makes a big difference, shell type on snare drums, doesn't it? It's a huge difference. And the weird thing about drums is the shell type on the toms makes nearly no difference. The construction and like the diameter, like, and if it has wood hoops, that makes a difference. But like, you know, just your standard toms, if you tune like any drum kit to pitch and they're all different shells, they just sound the same. It's mental. But anyway, but snare drums seem to be a different game, particularly like metal, and yeah. I'd probably personally go for a Black Beauty if I was going brass. Just not as good for. I like quieter snare drums in the studio personally. So aluminium's a lot quieter. I'd say a lot quieter. Snare drums are not quiet, but brass is notoriously loud. Sound great though, don't they, brass snares? Yeah, well, we're in danger of talking about drums for another hour, so we'll probably talk about drums another time. We need the cannon. For those about to rock, hit your snare drum. Right, well, yep, right. I'm gonna resist the urge to talk about drums because I like talking about drums pretty much as I like talking about guitars. But I do have a snare drum for sale. I have some other bits. Shall I tell you what I've got for sale? Are you interested? Might as well. Oh, thanks a lot, Keith. Appreciate that. Thanks for the support. I must have missed that. Why did it not go on the screen? I must have missed it. Did it go up on the screen? Right then. Why is it looking? Why is it? I've got some more stuff. Go on then, lads. Hit me with what you're selling. Oh, right, it's there now. So weird. Right, anyway, the chat is being so strange. Honestly, it's just winding me up a little bit. What's for sale? The snare drum, Ludwig Superphonic LM400. Digitech Freakout, a feedback pedal. You know, like that natural feedback where you press a button, you can do it. An interface that I'm using right now, a Behringer UMC 404, so it's got 4 mic preamps and sounds great for the money, only 40 quid. A classic flanger by, I don't know, Joyo, something like that. That's it. Was that 1, 2, there's 3 or 4 things. There you go. Yeah, if you got a Kemper then you sorted, aren't you? So yeah, I'm selling a few things. There you go. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. Drop some comments on Facebook. You're more likely to see the posts. Join the Facebook fans. You're more likely to see things. This is the thing with all this stuff. Like, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, but you know, you're likely to miss stuff. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to connect on the Facebook group and the page, and you know, when you comment and react to posts, it all kind of, you're more likely to see that stuff. So please do that. We're on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram. And if you do subscribe to us on YouTube, make sure you go onto our page, youtube.com/witchhazel, and next to the subscribe button there's a little cog wheel or something. Yeah, it's a cog wheel. Click the cog wheel, click notifications. It's a bit like the notification bell, but you know, you'll get the right stuff. You'll get live stream alerts, so you won't miss a live stream again. So there you go. So yeah, thanks for coming along. Well, some great questions. I've enjoyed these questions. It's always like, you never know what it's going to be. I quite like the spontaneity of Q&A, because I don't know what the questions are going to be about, and it's all like, ooh, what's it going to... I quite like that, to be honest. I'm a bit sad probably, but I quite like the not knowing what the question's going to be. It's keeps me on my toes. And yeah, thanks for coming along. Thanks for your ongoing support. Yeah, we've got, I don't know, 18 in the fan club now. Monthly supporters, all these donations. It's really helpful because what you've all done, what you've all achieved. I was going to be starting last Friday, but this Friday I'm dedicating a whole day just to Witch Hazel, and that wouldn't have been something that I would be able to consider without the support of the fan club and the monthly supporters, and actually the fact that more people are buying the album. That's really good. So just generally, it's not just the people who are fan club supporters. It's beyond that. It's our fan base, our expanding fan base. And I'm just really grateful, honestly, genuinely really grateful for the support. It's just amazing, and I'm blown away. You know, like I was saying before, I look on this thing and there's like people listening to Witch Hazel right now. It does blow my mind. There's one person listening right now. Like, it's great. You know, we just got this kind of, we built a little bit of momentum. So, and I'm just excited about writing more music. I was writing stuff on Monday. You know, I'm just kind of, yeah, there you go. Yeah, you should join, man. Go for it. Yeah, and yeah, the demos, like particularly the last set of demos. By the way, in the fan club, I'll just quickly go through. You know, there's a few benefits, like and there's going to be some quite cool future benefits. I haven't quite gone to the t-shirts yet. I thought I would, but first week back, and it's, yeah, I've still got stuff I need to do. Anyway, fan club, you've got a Witch Hazel Vault. So Prelude, Sojourn, and Pentecost. We record the album before we record the album. So we do pre-album recordings, the full thing, before we go into the studio. I think Prelude was pretty scratchy. You know, if you've listened to it yet, they're pretty scratchy demos, because I was doing them. I had no idea what I was doing. But you know, they're just an idea of the songs. Anyway, by the time we got to Pentecost and I was working with our producer, we put like full pre-production into those demos before we even went to the studio. So they're quite interesting because some of them are fairly good quality. So you're getting 3 full albums worth access to that. So you can't access them unless you're part of the fan club. And then the exclusive chat room on Discord. And then yeah, in the future there's going to be fan club t-shirts, which I've already got the design for. I just need to make it happen. I've just been trying to work out whether we're using our labels t-shirt person or someone else. I'm getting confused with the VAT, but it turns out actually I'm going to be going with someone else because it's just too expensive plus VAT. Too complicated. He was wanting to put it in the album deal, but that's involving all of our royalties, so that's going to make it too complicated. That's another story, but we're going to get there. There will be exclusive releases. Now, I don't want to say there's going to be exclusive vinyl, particularly with the wait times on vinyl. If you may or may not know, there's a minimum 6 months wait time, often more like 7 or 8 months wait time on any vinyl. So if a band has an album master and they send it to be pressed, they've got a minimum 6 months, and that's if they're lucky. And I've got a good distributor like us. So yeah, I'm reticent to say that we're going to have exclusive vinyl releases, but definitely exclusive digital cassette, if you like, and CD in the future. That's much more doable. But yeah, definitely. I mean, you've already got the exclusive release of the Happy Birthday. I don't know whether you saw that at the beginning. It was for Kenneth. Yeah, it's not a great situation, but there will be exclusive releases. I can't say whether there's going to be vinyl, particularly if, you know, the fan club is relatively small, what the uptake is and the pressing costs. You know what I mean? So definitely, at the very least, a digital exclusive release in the future. Absolutely. So I write songs like anything, and we can put stuff together for that. And yeah, like exclusive merch, lots of stuff in the future. For now, there's a few things. You get exclusive Happy Birthday emailed to you once a year on your birthday. You get hand cut 7-inch on polycarbonate. Oh, that sounds interesting. But yeah, there's a you've got that. The vault's kind of the main exclusive benefit, and then you've got the fan club. So it's like three main things, and I've got a few shout outs to fulfill as well. That's part of it, if you like that sort of thing, and on Facebook and that. So yeah, there's a few benefits, 4 or 5 benefits for now of the fan club. Anyway, I've talked about the fan club enough now, haven't I? I'm saying goodbye now, because I need to go to bed. So I'll probably have a shower and then go to bed. So yeah, thanks for coming. See you in a bit, Luke. See you in a bit, Keith. See you, everyone. JD. It is warm, isn't it? I need to, and I'm in work tomorrow. So thank you very much. Good night, good night. I'll press the right button this time. Feel free to tip, whatever it's called on this. And thanks a lot. See you next time, if not in the what's his face fan club thingy. Cheers. See you in a bit, folks. Thanks very much. Night night. God bless. Good night. Cheers. See ya.